Khalect is in Kalimdor, ready to collect it all. Every quest, dungeon, and rare. One zone at a time. Gamers! Just north of the Northern Barrens lies Ashenvale, a lush forest and the ancestral home of the Night Elves. It's still home to many of them, but they're not the only ones who enjoy these woods. Others also enjoy the woods, but in a different way. The Horde. They're mainly looking for lumber, and when the entire zone is filled with trees, you can imagine that they found their way here too. I mean, that's the whole premise of the Warsong Gulch Battleground, is that they're in this zone fighting over lumber. Though it's not only the elves and the orcs here fighting over the trees, there are other residents of the zone, like Furbolg, Worgen, Ancients, Elementals, and Naga. The Naga, they're mainly on the shore of the Zormstrand. Here they reside outside the dungeon of Blackfathom Deeps. This dungeon, it's a former temple to Elune, but it was thought to be lost during the Sundering. Now, the Twilight's Hammer cult has moved in and they're making plans to summon the Hydra Akumai, the Devourer, who they believe will consume all of Azeroth. Though, more on them later. Now, we're gonna grind out some quests. So, now that we are in Ashenvale, what exactly are we looking for? Well, it seems like I have, do math, 61 items to get from questing. Well, that's just Alliance side. It's about 101 items to actually get from questing for Horde and Alliance, so there's gonna be a lot of questing to do. We have a rare to get done. I'm not doing remote zone stuff, and we have a single zone drop to do. So there's that. I figured why not start on one side of the zone and just work my way across. I first head to the right side of the map, and there's some people there who were not so happy with the surrounding area. So they wanted me to help them with their cause, and who am I to say no? Alright, Overseer Gorthak, you have been slain by the might of the Alliance. And with that, I am now known for helping the Alliance, and they needed my help elsewhere. Many places elsewhere. So I killed a bomb-engineer. I shot down some orcs attacking Ashnar. I destroyed some siege machines. I slayed some Furbolgs. They weren't helping the Horde, they were just kind of being a problem. And then I defended a tower by becoming one with nature. And when I say one with nature, I meant I became a big cat. Once I was done being a cat god, I returned to a previous questing area because the others needed my help yet again. This time, it was demons, and I had to show them that they in fact suck. Leading them back to the Twisting Nether, I did what I had to do. Then, I was told that the heart of the forest was needed, and what is guarding it? That's right, it's ghosts. So I laid them to rest, and I got the heart. The people of Ashenvale, they still love me. So much so, even the elementals need my help. I'm a wind elemental, here I go. You know what we're gonna do, buddy? I'm shooting lightning balls at you. You're just some big fiery dude. I'm made of wind. I'm gonna blow you out. At the gold. Vortex is completed. Another quest done. I really don't think I was out of my I need to help others phase just yet, so I just kept going with that. A keeper needed some help because they had a tentacle problem. I handled that. A Furbolg wanted some help, and help he got. There's more demons causing a commotion. Well, not any longer. Eventually, everything in Ashenvale was cleaned up or killed, whatever really needed to be done. So it was time for zone drop farming. And before I did that, though, I felt I needed to go to WoWHead to look at the drop rate so I know what I'm getting myself into, and I found out something that I was not expecting. Finger bone bracers. Oh, it's in here. From Sneak Attack on August 28th, Beware all ye enters, search for these bracers. Long gone are the days of sub 100 kill drops. My first 100 kills are gone. My next 100 were in Saddest. The following done in Rage. And the last 100 done in Acceptance. I'll kill 429. 429 I finally got them to drop. Also, if you see this Khalect when you get the Kalimdor, hi. This was in August of this year. This was a few months ago that they did this. That is funny. This is from months ago. Well, I'm finally here. Sneak attack. Hello. So what is the drop that I'm looking for? Well, it comes from the rotting slime mob that can be found in the southeastern part of the map, just north of the entrance to Ashenvale from the Northern Barrens. These mobs drop the finger bone bracers, a cloth wrist item. And with only a zone drop and a rare drop to go, I made my way there. I gotta think of another, like, really big one. Well, I'm not gonna do it's only dungeons that I need, like, mega rares for. I'm not gonna just do a dungeon of, hey, you're gonna do, like, dead mines, even though you have it all done. I'm not gonna... Oh, is that it? Interesting. So, I did get them. But they weren't of just regular finger bone bracers. They were finger bone bracers of the quick blade. So it's one of the ones that have of the to it and not like the actual just named item. So does this count? Yeah, it counted. It's okay. So it's one of these zone drops that because it has of the quick blade and stuff to it, it's a different ID. So rarity wouldn't pop with it. That's what they look like. They just bracers. Wasn't exactly what we were looking for, I guess, because like I said, it didn't have the set name on it, so it wouldn't have popped up, but we got it. It's done. I didn't even see what kill that was. What are these things called? Rotting slimes? 116. 116. The only thing remaining outside of the dungeon now is the rare and horde side questing, but I'm going to worry about those later on. Right now, I head into Black Fathom Deeps. Like I said before, this dungeon used to be a temple dedicated to Elune, the moon goddess of the Night Elves. But after the shattering, it sunk into the sea, and now it's home to the Twilight's Hammer, who, like always, are trying to destroy the world. The bosses in here have 13 items for me to get, so why don't we look over them? The first boss you encounter in this dungeon is Gamera the Turtle. This creature was peaceful until the Twilight's Hammer showed up and captured it. They tortured and broke this thing's mind, and it succumbed to madness. Now, he's pissed off at anything that moves anywhere near it, and the only drop that I'm looking for to get off of him is the Tortoise Armor chest piece. Alright, first boss completed. I need the Tortoise Armor. Will I get the Tortoise Armor at the very start? Indeed I did. That's right, 1 Tortoise Armor. Male chest piece, what's it look like? Just because, there it is, very quickly, it's a boss trap, I don't want to get too much into it. Tortoise Armor, first boss, concluded. In case you were unaware, this dungeon was remade in the Warlords of Draenor expansion. Normally the next boss would be Lady Cerevis, but it seems that she wasn't worth it, and the boss position went to the next one, Domina. Domina sacrificed Lady Cerevis to Akamai to gain power. Domina's main hobby is feeding Akamai innocent people to curry favor with the old gods. So I hope that she picked up some decent stuff from those sacrifices, mainly the Darkwater Talwar, Deadly Serpentine Grips, and the Foul Shadow Sleet Slippers. Alright, I got booties. I got Foul Shadow Sleet Slippers. Some booties. That's boss number 2. I'm going to click this. I think this gives me a buff. Yes, it does. Subjugator Korul is the next one on the list. This guy, just like Domina, also killed the boss that was in this room previously and put their body on display for a buff. Even though this guy is a boss and I'm gonna need to fight him, I feel a real connection because he now uses the Murlocs in this room to collect all the loot inside the dungeon for him. This guy is a hoarder just like me. All I need from this guy is the Reef Axe. The next boss that I need here is not the Ogre. I do want to say the Ogre drops a cool fishing rod, so if you want a fishing rod, there it is. No. To get to the next boss, you need to kill the Ogre or do another little finagling that I'm going to show later. But no. The next boss is this guy, the Guardian of the Deep. This was the crab the Ogre was trying to catch. Once freed, he scuttles away to the cave under the water. This crab took over this cave because it was looking for a new spawning ground. and that's why there's kind of eggs everywhere and young crabs. What I need from it are the Bite of Sericus and the Sericus Scale Wraps. Now, going past Executioner Gore here is the next boss that I need. Twilight Lord Bathiel. He continues the tradition of killing the previous boss. However, he fed Kelris to Akamai directly. He's pretty much in charge of everything in this dungeon, making sure all their sacrifices and other Twilight Hammer business gets done. That was until I showed up, because I'm stealing some stuff from this guy. The Black Fathom Ascendant's Helm, Hungering Deepwater Treads, and Gaze Dreamer Pants. Alright, so they don't have, like, any health. Got it. So in that case, shouldn't whatchamacallit be fine? And I just have to basically run through him? What's it better? He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. And I'm looking for the Black Fathom Ascendant's Helm, Gaze Dreamer Pants, and Hungering Deepwater Treads. Okay, we got 2 of them. Oh, we even got a gray that I needed. We got some helmet, and we got some pants. Alright, not too bad. Last up is the hungry boy himself, Akamai. A Hydra that has some power from the old gods and an insatiable hunger. The Twilight's Hammer feel that Akamai is a divine sign that the old gods are going to return. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to happen. The only thing that's going to be appearing anytime soon is the Moss Cinch and the Algae Twined Waistcord. Let's see. I need the Moss Cinch and the Algae Twined Waistcord, like I said. But I did get the Moss Cinch. Moss Cinch was predicted and it was obtained. However, I still need the Algae Waistcord. But I got the Leech Pants. So, it's not an F. We still got 1 item. An item is still an item. Done and done. I'm pretty sure we all know how boss drops go. Bosses drop 2 items in Legacy Loot, and let's be real, it doesn't take me very long to get it all. So here's the deal. If you subscribe to the channel, I'll give you guys a boss drop montage. Sound good? Alright, it looks like one of you actually subscribed. I can't believe that worked. Somebody roll the montage. And I got the gloves. There they are. There they are. All the bosses are done today. So the goal of get all the bosses done and potentially 1 zone drop, going pretty well today. That's going pretty well. I'm good with that. Now that all the boss drops have been obtained, it's time for those pesky zone drops. There are 11 zone drops in this dungeon to get. Luckily for me, I already had 2 of them, the Tree Bark Jacket and the Scholarly Robes, meaning there are 9 drops that I'm going to have to get from here. There's no time like the present. Let's just get started. But we're here. We're doing all this stuff. It's zone locked. As you know what we're doing? We're locked in a zone, trying to get zone drops. So, that's today. Let's remember, I did this whole thing on, what? Wednesday, and I didn't get a single zone drop. So, I don't know. I am unaware of how quick it'll take to get some of these. From what people are saying, it's rough. Yeah, from what everyone's saying, BFD is rough. Hello, Jordy. It is, in fact, Friday. No. 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 God damn it. It's a fucking ring zone drop. That's the first zone drop, and it's a ring. No. That doesn't help me at all. It's a zone drop, so maybe that's the, drops will drops. But the Mick Elite curse of ring drops are happening yet again. Oh boy. Hello, random Twilight Disciple. Oh, wait, are we going to fight more Twilight stuff in the pre-patch? Am I just doing prep work for, like, the next expansion? Am I just, like, clearing it all out? Nothing. 5 linen. Cool. I mean, can you really ever get rid of the Twilight guys? Because, like, you think you get rid of them all, and they just come back anyway. And you think you get rid of them, and then they come back anyway. I'm pretty sure that's what we're fighting in the pre-patches of Twilight's Hammer. I'm, like, pretty sure. Judging off of the data found from beta. The beta data. You know? I can confirm that 100%. Brother, you did not just pull me all the way from over there. There is no shot you just did that through a wall. No way. That is unbelievable that you just pulled me through a wall. Oh, what is that? What is that right there? What is that? Is that the Crested Scepter that I didn't actually loot yet? For some reason, my auto loot didn't work. Is that a zone drop? Why, yes. Yes, it is. That is the Crested Scepter that I am in combat and I can't look at it. Hold on. Back to my safety hole where I get out of combat. There it is. 1 Crested Scepter. No, did someone say Gripper Grape in chat and that's what it showed up? Just, oh, Sparky, you did say it. Well, there it is. There is the first zone drop. What's it sell for? That's right, 365,233 gold and 42 silver. But for me, it's priceless. Start for the Friar. I got a zone drop. I was in the middle of coughing, so I couldn't really fully react. But we got a zone drop. Look at that. Easy speasy. Like I said, I'm in the middle of coughing right now. I can't really react, but there it is. Staff of the Friar. 1 more zone drop done today. Very nice. Very nice. Now, when you're in a dungeon, you expect to get green drops and maybe a blue drop, and sometimes you might get an epic. But what if you got an item that you forgot about from the past? Look at that big stun. We like that. We love the stun. And Connor, dude, just kill everything at once. Oh, we love it. We love it. What do we get? Huh? 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 Is that another Dark Iron treasure chest drop from Loch Modan? Is that why I had it marked? The same thing like from the Barrens? That might be one of them. It is. That is one back. To remind everyone why that marked up. I originally put these on rarity when I went and did Loch Modan, and then I decided, oh, I'm not going to do the chest because it's too much of a grind. I probably shouldn't do these. So I put them into rarity, and this is just one of the ones that come from the Dark Iron treasure chest in Loch Modan. I actually just managed to get it. Because it's not, because again, the Dark Iron treasure chest just has world drops essentially in it. It's just easier to get them. So that's one of the ones I needed. I want to take a second to talk about bosses in this dungeon and all those ghouls you just saw. Firstly, the ghouls. How do you get them to spawn? Well, if you don't kill Domina or Korul when you activate the basement after Bathiel, the Bathman. These ghouls will spawn, and the old gods will say that you're not worthy. These ghouls can drop zone drops, and there are a lot of them that spawn every single time. For sure, these are worth doing. So to get those ghouls, you would need to skip bosses. And let me tell you, all the bosses in this dungeon are skippable, except the Bathman himself. Like, literally every single one of them. Gamera, you just don't get near it. And if you keep going, guess what? You skip Domina. She's gone. Korul, just don't go in his back room. It's done. Thruk, he's fishing. Let him have his time. Just let him go. Therefore, the crab won't spawn. You're skipping it. Gore is the funny one, because even at level 30, You just walk beside him. It doesn't even aggro him. And since you don't need any bosses to kill all these runs, they're actually pretty quick, with Bathiel being the biggest time sink. And this pack is... Oh my god, we did get another drop today! Staff of the Blessed Seer! That is how we end a stream, by getting another drop. I wasn't thinking that I was going to be getting any more drops today. But look at that. Looky. Staff of the Blessed Seer. Let me ask you, do you know what it feels like to get a duplicate of a drop that you just got before this drop? Like literally back-to-back drops. You got the first one and then you got a duplicate. Do you know what that feels like? No? Here, let me show you. But 200 on the outside is very slim. Very, not much you can do with it. No shot. We're starting off with a duplicate right away. Right away, we start with a duplicate. There's no shot. We got to do... Come on, really? This is what I got on the last time I was in BFD. This is the last zone drop I got, so whatever. It's like that sometimes. You know what? Just give it a little bit more time, and you get what you need. Dude, I can almost guarantee you there is at least some guilds out there that are saying that their neighborhood must look some way, and if it's not, you're kicked out of the guild. I can guarantee you there are guilds out there right now that are like that. Martyr's Chain! Oh, we're getting the zone drops today! We are getting the zone drops today! There it is. It's nice and red. We are getting drops today before I go back to work on my house. There we go. The chain here marks halfway point for the zone drops. Of the 11 in the dungeon, I now have 6 of them, with only 5 more to go. That's kind of how math works. With that, though, let's play a game. Since you guys know all the drops I've gotten so far, let's play Guess the Drop. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the game that you can play from home is back. The rules are simple. I'm going to show you a clip, and you have to guess what duplicate drop I'm about to receive. There are 6 for you to choose from. The Tree Bark Jacket, the Scholarly Robes, the Crested Scepter, the Staff of the Friar, the Staff of the Blessed Seer, or the Martyr's Chain. You have 5 seconds to choose. All right, time's up. What's the drop? The updated Exile's Reach. I don't believe that's getting... Like, you can go back to the old version. It's just the new version. Tree Bark Jacket. That is just a world drop, isn't it? No, that's a BFD zone drop. No, it's one I already had. We got our first dupe of things that I need. Oh, man. First dupe of something that I already had going into this. Damn, I mean, it's a zone drop. We'll take a zone drop. It's a drop, but it is a duplicate that I don't need. So congratulations to everyone that chose the Tree Bark Jacket, our second duplicate of this dungeon. Thank you for playing. Now, back to normal drops. And lastly, we get Onyx Claymore. That's fucking huge. That is big. Let's go. That's actually a huge drop. That's actually really nice to get. Back-to-back runs. Was it back-to-back runs? Maybe it wasn't back-to-back runs. I forget what it was. So there it is. That's the Onyx Claymore. And there's 3 more items that I need to get. Hold up a second. What do you mean there's only 3 more items to get past me? It should be 4, shouldn't it? Well, editing Knabble here, I realized at this moment, right here, it went from 3 drops to 4 drops, meaning I missed a drop somewhere. I need to find it. Now, all the footage in here is of clips for this zone. There are even some clips for edits in this video in this folder. You could see them. You would see the edit. Luckily, I save everything per zone, and then I delete them after the video is completely done. So it's gotta be in here somewhere. Oh, that might be it right there. Connor's in there blasting. You guys see that? Evoker's Blade! We did get 2 drops in one run! We did get 2 drops in a run! What? No shot. That's actually kind of crazy. We got 2 drops, 1 run. That is kind of wild. Not really sure how I messed this up. Maybe I marked the wrong file instead, or I just didn't move it over. I don't know. But we're caught up now. I do have 3 more drops to get. Weird that it happened. Not sure how I missed it, but it's fixed. And that's what matters. You know what else still matters? The fact that I can predict really dumb things. I'm almost tempted just to reset this run altogether, because, like, what are the odds I get another dungeon or another drop during this run? But we've seen it already in this dungeon. So I guess it's possible.
A few moments later.
Yeah, they are, Alex. Okay, we did get 2 drops this run. But that's a duplicate. That's really funny. We got another Staff of the Friar. Same run as the Onyx Claymore. It's been 3 minutes since then. So that's cool. That's cool, but it doesn't help me in any way. And that right there was the sign that I have entered Dupe City. Not another tree bark jacket. I've been for about 10 years now. Has it also been that long? Has it been 10 years? God damn. Staff of the Blessed Seer. Duplicate drop. Duplicate drop. But I enjoy blood a lot. Oh my god. We got a duplicate again. Another tree bark jacket. I don't know why I'm even recording it. I just ended my recording right before I did this. Martyr's Chain. There it is. Martyr's Chain. Another dupe. Eventually, though, after doing all those runs, the duplicates have to stop at some point. Actually, the Enforcer! We got the big one! We got the big one! Talking about conspiracy theories from cartoon shows of when you're a kid. Actually, the Enforcer. And just an hour later, maybe we get another one. Big kick. And we loot what? A Grimclaw! Holy shit, guys! Time is going by today. We are just getting drops today. Holy shit. We're down to Doomspike. That's right. The only thing that's left is the dagger called Doomspike. That and a few things outside of the dungeon. So pretty much all I have to do is just keep doing the runs, and eventually it's going to drop. Right? It won't be an issue. I just can't stop. I just have to keep going. I think I've gotten the harpoon a handful of times. I assume you're talking about the boxes that you fish up. Those ones. I definitely feel like I've gotten the harpoon a good bit. Alright, what do we get? Oh, it's back. Mikkelite showed up and it came back. The Ring of Precision. I don't think I need to add the ring to the dupe counter because we're not really tracking the ring, but I did realize as I'm editing this that I got a lot of my drops from those ghouls. So definitely worth doing them. Make sure you guys are doing the ghouls during your runs. But also be sure to check your mail because it is the holiday season and some things just kind of show up. No, since down to one item, are we looting it or going to buy it? We are going to loot it because gotta get the right button. Santa has given me a gift. Let me go to the WoW UI so we can read it properly. As you can see, it says ho 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 Khalect. That shows that it's from Santa Claus. A special delivery has found you. Yes, even you are on the nice list this year. That's me. I'm on the nice list. I've watched from the snowy skies of Azeroth and seen joy, passion, and encouragement you bring to the Warcraft collectors community. Your stories are hard work. Your stories and hard work, I can't read, help so many rediscover their love for the game. And in that spirit, you deserve a gift. Enjoy, and may your adventures stay bright. It's Santa Claus, and they gave me the ruffled chaplet, which I'm taking the note too. Can I not take this? There we go. This right here is the item from the rare outside. So I get to put it on. It is mine. Here it is. Now's a gift from Santa. So if you're watching this, it's in the middle of December. We're almost at Christmas time. It's the holiday season. And we're nearing that time. So I'm going to take this and count it for my 30-hour gift. So I'm going to take this as 30 hours. I was told that Santa did farm it out himself, and it was not purchased from the auction house to give to me. It was the thing. You know, Santa actually farmed it out. He was like, hey, I'm going to farm this out for you, Khalect. It was very nice of him. So I'm going to take that as my whatchamacallit, my level 30, my 30-hour obtain. Just to give a little bit more clarification, since I was on the nice list and Santa gave me my gift this year, it was the drop from the rare outside of the dungeon. I am counting that as my 30-hour bad luck protection, so it's still the dagger inside the dungeon and the quests outside of the dungeon that I need to do yet. Because it is just a dagger left, one of two things has to happen. I either get the dagger to drop, or I hit the 60-hour mark and I just buy it and continue on. It seems like it's about a 1 in 5 runs will get me a blue drop, and that's pretty good considering all the other dungeons I've done before. 1 in 5 is pretty decent. So you can imagine how many more duplicates I got along the way. I'll probably reapply maybe at the beginning of the next year. Yo, Crested Scepter! Duplicate! Duplicate sells for 100k. I'm not recording. It happened. I got 2 zone drops in one pool. I didn't need either of these, but I just got a Grim Claw and an Evoker's Blade in the same pack. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? Axe of the Enforcer. Oh my god. It's just Dupe City, bitch. Just Dupe City non-stop. Oh my god. They're files. But probably. Oh boy, there's the drop of the day. Do that for every XP launch since WoD. Best mom. That is good mom energy right there. Oh, it's an Evocator's Blade. No. No, no. I saw blue and I saw a dagger for a second. I'm like, oh, it's the wrong dagger. I feel like a housing created Crested Scepter. Well, there's my blue for the first 5 runs of the day. Has hope left you every time you loot a mob, or do you still get excited and imagine the item appearing in the loot window? Well, normally I just don't think about it, and if it happens, that's kind of cool. I told you guys a blue is coming. I was feeling it, that a blue was on the way. It's a fucking Evocator's Blade. God damn it, dude. At this rate, I think there's only one thing that can save me to get a drop. There we go. Okay. Now, we can dance. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for the dance. The dance of loot. We did not get anything in all of RFK. But can we finally make it happen in BFD? No. No, we cannot. That dance right there is for all of you people, every one of you who are out there just like, hey, I want a loot dance in a video. That's your loot dance. Nothing happened. I apologize. I did one more run before 60 hours hit, and it gave me nothing. The timer ticked over, and I went to Stormwind because someone in my chat said that they're willing to sell me a dagger. All right. I see you over there. Jason McNuggies said they would be willing to trade me a Doom Spike. That correct? Are we still in correct thing here? 1 Doom Spike. They said for 100 gold. But oh no. My zeros just kept getting hit there. That's crazy. How'd that happen? How did all those extra zeros get added to that? I don't know, but I hope they're willing to still get that. Thank you very much, Jason, for the Doom Spike. I shall learn it right now. We have obtained the Doom Spike. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, Jason. That way, the people who are trying to scout me, which I need to make sure I add this into the video, who are trying to scout me, don't get the extra money from me. With that, Ashenvale has been completed. Again, Jason, I thank you one more time. I'm leaving the party and heading back to Ashenvale. Goodbye, Jason. Goodbye. Now, Ashenvale is pretty much completed because I still have to do the Horde Questing to do yet. So let's just bang that out. The Horde side questing was much quicker than it was on the Alliance side. So here's what I did. I protected some orcs where they could get me lumber. I threw some gunk onto the forest heart that I saved before. I chopped down some trees. I attacked Astronar. I found Drek. And I had to step back inside the dungeon just for a split second. McDonald's, I want you to know that Horde Questing has been concluded in Ashenvale.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
All right, guys, well, that's Ashenvale. Now we need to get ready for the next zone. So we're going to get ready for the thing. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? How did I get here? Well, you made it to the end of this video. Don't worry, I'm sure you have plenty of questions on why I'm in this zone and not one of the ones connecting and what happened to marbles and all that stuff. Don't worry, in the next one, I'm going to explain everything. If your name is on the side here, thank you very much for being a YouTube member. You allow me to keep doing what I'm doing, so I really do appreciate it. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. If you want to see more on the channel, be sure to subscribe. I have a Twitch, I stream 3 days a week. We have a Discord, we have a guild, all that stuff in the links down below. You guys know that whole thing. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you all very much. We're back on track. We're going, but we'll see how the futures hold. Because like I said, there's some stuff that's going to be coming in the next video that you don't want to miss out. So anyway, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.